Welcome to the 32nd commencement ceremony of Martin County West Senior High School. Please demonstrate the necessary respect as Elizabeth Fisher sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Class of 2020, parents, Martin County West administration and staff, and online viewers, it is a privilege to celebrate this special day with you. Graduates, your senior year was not what you had hoped for, and yet through the uniqueness of the situation, you handled the circumstances that were out of the control of any of us with grace and dignity. You persevered through each challenge. You maintained a positive attitude when handed another disappointment. As author Gregory S. Williams notes, on the other side of a storm is the strength that comes from having navigated through it. So raise your sail and begin. Seniors, you have weathered the storm and are ready to begin the next adventure in your lives. Class of 2020, it is my wish for you that you would continue to demonstrate the resilience, positive attitude, courage, and integrity that you have shown throughout your lives to this point, especially during your senior year. These qualities will help you live your life to the fullest, appreciate each moment with family and friends, and achieve all your dreams. At this time, I have the honor of introducing the 2020 student speakers. Alec Matthew Weir is the son of Lynn Weir. During high school, he was an athlete in track, football, and basketball, as well as participating in speech, choir, band, and drama. Alex served as the 2020 class president for 3 years. He will be attending SMSU in Marshall for exercise science in hopes of pursuing a future in physical training. Emily Jean Mateka is the daughter of Roger and Rita Mateka. Throughout high school, she was involved in cross-country, band, National Honor Society, and drama. Emily served as her senior class president as well as class treasurer for 2 years. She also served as the FFA chapter president, secretary, and historian, and as the FFA Region 6 vice president. This fall, Emily will be attending South Dakota State University to double major in agricultural communications and animal science to continue her passion for agricultural and rural advocacy.
Hello to all friends, family, staff, and others. I really wanted to start this speech singing. Lighten the mood, the times we're in, it could really help, but I don't have quite the time, so I'm going to skip right to the thank yous. First, I want to thank my mom, Lynn Weir. I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You've gotten me through every obstacle, and I thank you. But I do get to see you every day, so I'll move on to people I don't get to see every day, and I don't get to thank them for their importance that they've had in my life. I'll start with Mr. Retiree-to-be, David Trado. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You put me on the right track. I came to this school as a little troublemaker, always in the office, had plenty of meetings with you, but you set me on that right track, and I really thank you for that. Now I'll go to head football coach Tommy Elliott. I always wanted you to put special teams first, but you didn't think the same. You put us first. Usually as players, sometimes as friends, but always as family, and that's special. And now to Mr. Oldenburg, another football coach, choir director, good friend. I'm going to miss you, whether it was choir, a musical, football, or just a simple chat. You were always there. I'll never forget being that same troublemaker and falling in love with music because of this crazy, passionate guy. And special times, special times. I look on the past. It's crazy to look on everything. Our past is something that defines us. That can be good or bad. I was always loud, fighting. But now I matured, and just like every one of us has matured, into something better than we were, into something that we can be proud of. All of our pasts tell the story of us, and I think that's an amazing story that's full of plot twists and storylines, but the past can only last until now, the present. If you think about it, the present is the only thing that's real. The past only exists in pictures and videos, and the future only exists in our ideas and plans. Not the present, though. The present is what we can control, what we can do with the time given to us. Through this hard time in our lives and the lives of everyone, it's important to do our best in everything we do. We do that for not just us, but for the future. It's the actions that we take today that can help everyone in the future. It's probably the scariest thing to think of, the future, but because it's so full of uncertainty, there's no guarantees. It's also the most thrilling. If you think about it, whether you're a future D1 athlete or you haven't made up your mind yet, I know everyone's future is bright, just from spending time with these amazing people that I'm graduating with. I want to finish up, I skipped the hardest part, thanking the people that are up here with me. It's an amazing group of people. I'm so proud that I'm taking the next step with them today. I'm going to miss all the little things, from racing to the lunchroom to arguing over which sports teams are elite. I'll miss the game nights, the concerts, the banquets, the practices, even all the conditioning. But mostly, I'll miss seeing all of you every day and knowing that I have such a large family here at school. As Ozzy Osbourne once said, "Mama, I'm coming home." For a few months, and then I'm going to leave again for 4 to 8 years. Class of 2020, our time has come. Thank you.
Congratulations, graduates. I think I speak on behalf of all of our staff here at MCW when I say that we've really missed your faces in the halls over these last couple of months. Normally at this time in the ceremony, our choir performs, and while it breaks my heart that we can't do that this year, I want to share with you a song that I actually wrote for my high school graduation, and I want to rededicate this to you, the class of 2020. All my yesterdays are packed up in boxes, and all my memories are waiting outside. You see, the world looks different now. It's bigger than it's ever been. All my regrets are gone. There's nothing left to hide. Tomorrow comes, there's no turning back now. It's time to make it on your own. Tomorrow comes, there's no turning back now. It's up to you and you alone. And the things that we've done, they're all in the past now. And it's time for us to see just who we can be. When tomorrow comes, and all I wish for you is a lifetime of goodness, chasing happiness into the unknown. And when that road gets tough, look up and reach out for that helping hand. Trust your struggle and know you're not alone. When tomorrow comes, there's no turning back now. It's time to make it on your own. Tomorrow comes, there's no turning back now. It's up to you and you alone. And the things that we've done, they're all in the past now. And it's time for us to see just who we can be when tomorrow comes. There's a life that's waiting right outside these doors. There's a chance for you to become something more as the world spins on and on. As the world spins on and on. When tomorrow comes, there's no turning back now. It's time to make it on your own. Tomorrow comes, there's no turning back now. But just know you're not alone. And the things that we've done are all in the past now. And it's time for us to see just who we can be. Yeah, who can you be? Who will you be when tomorrow comes?
Nearly everyone has seen or heard of a sunflower. Its brilliant golden petals and tall stature makes it well known by people of all ages. This flower has even earned a place in the dictionary, with it being defined as a tall North American plant of the daisy family. Now, you may not think much about a sunflower, and it may not stand out amongst the countless list of other flowers, but these flowers represent so much more than it may seem. The sunflower is not your typical class flower, and we are not your typical class. In many ways, the MCW class of 2020 is comparable to our unique class flower, the sunflower. Like a sunflower, nearly everyone is familiar with our class, as we have made our name in the school and community. As we made the journey into high school, our class was dubbed with a nickname. Known as the class, this alias made sure that everyone knew who we were. From our previous years of mischief, we earned a name that seemingly sent shivers through anyone who crossed our path. Soon enough, it felt as though being dubbed the class had placed us all in this neat little mold where our past transgressions seemingly defined our future. And while we are not perfect, my class has accomplished so many things to break this mold. As the class, we also had the chance to be a part of unforgettable MCW history. We were one of the last classes to endure Mrs. Steen's biology project. We were one of the last classes to have the honor of being taught by Ms. Garbers, and we are the final group of seniors that Mr. Trado will oversee to college and beyond. None of us could have imagined that our experience as an MCW Maverick would be so memorable, and it is humbling to see how my class has overcome adversity and prepared for success in the future. Sunflowers are also unique in their individuality. Aside from the classic yellow, sunflowers can be found displaying colors such as red, orange, and even white. Like the diverse array of sunflowers, our class has a diverse group of individuals. My class is filled with dreamers, leaders, scholars, athletes, and individuals who strive to make an impact and achieve great things. As a student, I have never witnessed a group of individuals who work harder to learn from the past and set outstanding goals for the future. When our class has a goal set in mind, we get it done. We have found unique ways to work individually toward our goals while supporting our peers on their own journeys toward success. In pursuit of these dreams and goals, our class has put forth many hours of hard work and dedication. As athletes, we hit the weight room before the sun is up or train tirelessly in the months of the off-season. As volunteers, we devote our extra time to help others in the community. As workers, we juggle one or more jobs that prepare us for college and beyond. And as students, I'm sure each one of us have stayed up well past midnight to study for a test or finish a mountain of homework. Even while the sacrifices seemed great, the reward in the end was even greater. As a result of our hard work, our class was able to lead a football team to the section finals for the first time since 1997. Individuals have achieved feats such as competing and placing at state athletic competitions, earning a state FFA degree, or competing in the state FFA convention, being selected to perform in honor band, honor choir, and earning superior ratings at solo ensemble music contests, and so many more honors that would take hours to recognize. A trait that is unique to the sunflower is its ability to place itself in a position to directly receive the sun's gaze. By turning toward the light, sunflowers can grow into bigger and even more beautiful flowers. This trait was especially evident in my class during the past few months. Throughout our entire senior year, we were turned toward the light of the future, which would bring countless senior year milestones and eventually end with graduation. We made plans for the end of the year and college, barely containing our excitement to grow as a class and develop into independent individuals. With the announcement of school cancellation in mid-March, this light was eradicated. The future that we had been looking forward to our whole year was gone, and the remaining path towards graduation and college was dark, leaving nothing for us to turn towards. Surrounded by negativity, it felt as though the only option was to live continually in the dark and dwell on the loss of our senior year. Instead of living in darkness, we created our own light. Even while away from our friends, we made the most out of the situation at hand. Through video calls, text, and distant contact, we were able to stay connected with our class and make unconventional memories. This time also allowed us to acquire a new perspective on the world around us. We learned that you should always make the most of every minute that you are given, because you never know when your world may change completely. We learned how to support one another in times of uncertainty. We learned how to overcome the darkness and look toward a brighter future. And most importantly, we learned that no matter how far life beats us down, our class will always rise stronger than before. This pandemic has taken away school, time with friends, the chance to say goodbye to our classmates before college, prom, and finally, the ability to have a traditional graduation ceremony. But the one thing that it cannot take away are the memories and bond that we have as a class and the determination to not let this distance hold us back. We may never get to experience the traditional senior year, but the lessons and support gained from this ordeal will give us the strength to overcome this pandemic and any other challenges that we may face in life. Much like a sunflower, my class has been underestimated and placed in dark times. The most unique trait of a sunflower is in its deeper spiritual meaning. For generations, the sunflower has stood as a symbol of true faith and loyalty to something that is much bigger and brighter than itself. Life can put our class of 2020 through anything, and we will always rise up through the dark to face the light and accomplish anything that we set our minds to. Class of 2020, thank you for walking with me through the dark times and showing me how to always turn toward the light.
Esteemed guests, members of the Martin County West Board of Education, administration, and staff, we are pleased to recognize the members of the class of 2020 who have earned and been awarded National Honor Society membership. We congratulate Dylan Gregory, Logan Cussbob, and Todd Morrow for achieving this recognition. These new inductees did not have the opportunity to be recognized during the formal ceremony that typically takes place in late March. We now recognize the Martin County West senior class of 2020 who have met and successfully completed all of the requirements set forth by the state of Minnesota and the Martin County West Board of Education. As high school principal, I recommend they receive their diplomas at this time.
Seniors, please come forward to receive your diplomas when your name is called. Emily Jean Mateka. Alec Matthew Weir. Natalie Renee Smith. Elizabeth Andrea Fisher. Maya May Schofield. Shaylin Danita Anderson. Wyatt John Geisfeld. Ty Douglas Fitzgerald. Hudson, Malin, Ringnell. Kaylin, Gail, Harder. Bryce, Leland, Douglas, Johnson. Gianna, Catherine Henningsen. Leah Marie Amborn. Seth Stephen Ringnell. Dylan Mackenzie Gregory. Miles James Fitzgerald. Samantha Joe Meyer. Macy Faye Becker. Caitlin Jane Lyon. Rain Troy Stady. Genevieve May Clow. Peyton Paul Anderson. Isabella Jolynn Thickness. Logan Lee Kaspab. Jarek Brian Cutler. Mason Michael Schweiss. Cameron Allen Ellenson. Michael Stephen Holtz. Faith Ann Poppy. Carson Kent Jansen. Todd Stephen Morrow. Derek Bradley Hughes. Derek Robert Dunlop. Cordell Dakota Kane. Isaiah Leslie Johnson. Nicole K. Swantek. Carson Christopher O'Connor. Benjamin Alexander Davison. Mint April Bramstead. Elliot Bruce Zeman. Lane Garrett Jagosinski. John Bill Zeman. Peyton Olivia Lighting. Angel Crispin Reyes. Kirsten Allison Stuber. Caitlin Marie Ellis. Nathan Lavon Simmons. Samantha Grace Anderson. Journey Sue Schwager. Ashley Marie Allen. Colin Patrick Clifford. Samantha Storm Schwager. Kyra Lynn Durand.